HefTV, youtube.com/HefTV.
Isn't it possible I'm just a person? I'm none of those labels. Maybe I'm just a person. A person just as important and as valid as anybody else that's calling me that shit, or anybody else that's fucking posting that shit in the comment section. Just as important as valid as the person who's watching this goddamn video right now. Maybe we're all equal. Maybe we're all just as fucking sane. Maybe we're just fucking crazy people walking around in a world that doesn't make any sense, trying to make fucking sense of it, just trying to minimize the damage we do to everybody else. Maybe that's what I am. Maybe I'm none of those fucking labels. Maybe I'm just an empathic, kind, caring person who's trying to make sense of this crazy fucking world.
Top of the morning to you, YouTube. It's your buttery voiced host, HefTV, which means it's Friday, which means it's also podcast day. And as you can see, a lot of the normal people that are here are not here. But joined by me, I'm very excited to have this. My brother, Tui. Tui, welcome. Thank you for doing this.
My pleasure. My pleasure. Glad to be able to.
Yep, we are sitting the appropriate distance enough from the new buzzword that everybody's talking about.
At least it looks that way on camera.
Yeah, we're really
actually
not.
closer.
We're pretty close together. Yeah.
Podcasters in the current mirror may appear further than they are.
Yeah, that's true. Or closer, or further.
Further.
Doesn't matter. I am kind of farther back, and I don't know. It's weird. Although we're sitting almost
Optics, man.
at the same. I know. So we're just kind of doing it. Tui is working remotely from home.
Yes, I am. I'm on lunch break right now.
Yeah, which is actually pretty cool.
Worked out well.
Yes, HefTV is sharing office space with.
Yes, we're working on the very same computer.
Which is pretty cool. Computer's getting to work out, but that's great because that's what it was built for. So that's super exciting. So how you been, man? How's everything been?
Good.
You know,
Good. With everything going on, at least good as can be.
Still working and getting paid, which is
working,
awesome.
Yep,
You know,
working remotely, which is nice. I'm lucky. A lot of people don't have the luxury. A lot of people, such as yourself, rocking the front lines. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, man. I appreciate that. Thank you, and thanks to everybody out there for the same.
Yes, and thank you to whomever else is rocking the front lines. My hat is off to you.
Oh, right, we're taking it off, right?
Still virus free. I don't know if I should be looking at you or the camera. So
Either way, either
do
one.
both,
Do a little both. Might as well.
Getting some nice weather in finally.
Yeah, it is nice out there. It's
That
like
is
56
nice.
or something like
Yeah,
that.
it's gonna be close to 60 today, like it was yesterday. Sunny.
Super sunny, yeah, which is nice because we've had. You wouldn't be able to tell that on Monday we had 5 inches of snow.
Yeah, probably 5-6 inches of snow.
And especially with everything else going on. Again, I hate driving in inclement weather, and it was kind of one of those deals where when I got to work that day, I absolutely hate driving. The big stupid scary face. When going into work on Monday, it wasn't so bad, but coming home, it was just a mess. It was a flipping mess, man.
Yeah,
And,
which was strange because my initial instinct would be that they'd be out plowing, like immediately as soon as it wasn't even accumulating. I feel like they'd just be out, to be ready to
prepping
be
and
out.
stuff.
And, I don't remember who said it initially, but someone was
I think it was John. I think it was John Chan, 518.
Someone was like, well, they're probably, want to keep everyone off the roads and, this and that and the other thing with the coronavirus stuff. I was like, oh, yeah, that makes sense, yeah. So they probably waited till, the last minute to plow because schools were closed and stuff, so.
Yep. Yeah, so they really, they didn't need anybody out on the, except for the essentials.
Yeah, so.
Or non-essentials. There's a lot of non-essentials.
So that was weird to
going on.
hear that the roads were, because Gina next door was saying the same thing. She said, I just finished shoveling, she just got home, and she's like, yeah, the roads are so bad, and I was like, wow, I figured they would be plowed by now. This was I started shoveling shortly before you got home, so it was probably like 5 o'clock or something like that.
Yeah, because I remember you were still outside, actually, when I got home that day.
Yeah, but,
yeah, it's insane, and especially with everything else going on, you got to throw in one last huzzah with the snow, and I'm just like, come on.
Well, that was another thing, because, we were just talking to take the motorcycle out soon, hopefully this afternoon. And, as long as it stays nice out by, 5 o'clock or so, definitely. But I got the battery charging now, but I was thinking, I'm like, well, if I move it, I have to hope that there's no more snow, because I keep it such that I'd have to actually physically lift the back end of it to get it where I keep it for the winter. It make more sense if you could see it. But so, because other than that, in the summertime when it's definitely not snowing, I just keep it right in front of the garage door. So I'm betting that we're done with the snow, and I'm hoping that I'm right. Otherwise, it'll just be a slight inconvenience to get it back into where it needs to be.
But an inconvenience nonetheless.
Yes,
yeah.
yes. But hopefully, so yes, nice enough for her to get the bike back out. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's all. Yeah, absolutely. And again, great day for it, man.
Yes.
I know you've been wanting to get out for a while.
Yeah.
For everybody who doesn't know or isn't familiar with Tui, Tui's been on several videos. He does an awful lot of behind the scenes stuff here. At HefTV, he's like my number one go-to guy for ideas because he will unabashedly tell me if an idea sucks or not. Like right away, and just there's no holds barred. He's like, nah, I wouldn't do that, which is really cool. He's a good. It's a good checks and balances system. But Tui actually
He's saying this because you can't see my left hand, but I'm holding a gun. Oh, now you can. Oh, you can see the gun. Oh God. Should I not have said that on YouTube?
No, you're fine. It's okay. You already killed me in one video.
Oh, that's true.
Or tried to, because I got out of that one. And if you guys haven't seen that one, I will link that in a card up here.
No. Put it here.
Put it there?
No. Here. Somewhere.
I'm gonna put it somewhere in this proximity. Yeah. At the end of this video, so you guys can go check that out and see how the Tui overcomes me. Tries to steal the channel. So he's a really awesome guy, and we kind of took advantage of the situation where we were both going to be home. I have Fridays and Sundays off, and of course with him remote working from home, we're just like, hey man, since the gang can't be here, why don't we, it's been a while since we've done a podcast together, so we figured what the heck. And again, happy to have him. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I was on that one, but that was a long time ago.
Yep, and you were on one, and then you were on one with Eddie, I believe. It was like you, me, and Eddie did one.
Did we do one?
Yeah, that was, I think, episode 14,
that might have
somewhere
been
right around there.
Wasn't that the only one I did, or did I do
I thought, no, because then you, me, and Tumbles were on the
right.
first week, first week feast.
A couple already, okay.
Yeah, so you've been on a couple of them. But yeah, things are very interesting, especially here in the good old state of New York, with everything going on.
To say the least.
A lot of crazy shit. I just got my paperwork, my essential paperwork on Monday, so that
HefTV's officially essential.
I am a needed individual, which is kind of cool. And kind of, I was telling Tui, and I've been telling people all week. It's like it feels almost guilty for having a job when there's a lot of people out there that aren't working. And granted, it's only temporary, but it's still tough on everybody because it's tough to not have a job in a regular economy, but for like everybody and their mother literally to not have a job.
I'm so sorry for people that are watching this. He's not boring me.
I am
tired. Still getting up and working remotely, but I still have to get up early and stuff. So I apologize. Don't let it seem, and I sorry to
no, you're fine.
You're
fine.
Like you're boring me and shit. So
I am very boring.
I yawned a couple times. I just want to clarify. I'm not bored or disinterested.
No, not at all.
Just tired.
You're good. You're good.
But sorry.
No, it's fine. But again, yeah, with literally everybody and their mother, being out of work now, it's got to be super tough on everybody. Yeah. So for everybody who is in that predicament, again, my heart goes out to you guys as well. Stay positive. Things will get better. This will all blow over eventually, and everything will be back to. And I don't even want to say it.
Don't even.
Okay.
Don't you do it.
I'm not gonna.
Don't you do it. You were gonna do it.
I was gonna do it. I was gonna say it. Everything will get back to normal.
Go ahead and say it. You want to say it. He wants to say it.
I don't want to say it.
He won't rest until he says it.
I don't want to say
it. You have to say it.
The new normal. Yeah. But yeah, so hopefully everybody's hunkered down. I know the shame stick.
Shame.
At least it's not like the whooping stick. That's the worst.
Yeah. Keep it up.
I know. Uh-oh. But yeah, so we're doing our little part here to try to make anybody's day at least a little bit better, give you guys something to listen to / watch to, for everybody who's hunkered down. And again, this is, it's the small guys' time to rise, and especially with content creators.
Yeah, it's true.
We got some
Now's
stuff.
The time to shine.
Yeah, it really is.
Home. whether they're working or whether they're temporarily unemployed or whatever, they're home and need some sort of entertainment.
Yep. You need that consumption.
Yeah.
And especially since Hollywood's not they're not, major TV networks really aren't doing anything right now, except covering
let's not say it's a bad thing though.
No, I'm not.
Let's look at that as a good thing.
That's what I'm saying. It kind of
churning out fucking too many rehashed remakes and garbage, no original movies.
Yep.
It's just nothing. It's better than what was coming out of there.
That's true. That's very true.
So that's like a positive, I think.
I think so too.
As long as they break that cycle when they come back. If they come back and they remake fucking Spider-Man again.
That'd be the worst.
It's gonna be all right, you know what? Just shut it down for good.
Yeah.
And let YouTube do its thing.
This would be actually a really good opportunity for writers to get creative since they're at home.
Yeah.
And they can't really do much, especially in California.
I'm something of a writer myself.
He is.
I wanted to start writing something as soon as this all hit, and I found out I'd be working remotely. I was like, wow, maybe now's the time to just start.
You can double dip, man.
Double dip, and kind of in any downtime, maybe work on a story that could be solely influenced by this whole situation.
Okay.
But I haven't done it yet, so there's that.
Well, you still got time.
You're right. Now's the time. Now that a lot of a lot of people are home, whether they're working or not. You need something to fill the time because you can't really go anywhere. Then, start writing that thing you wanted to write or doing that thing you wanted to do.
Yeah, start filming that thing you want to film. But speaking of filming, we have got a new series on HefTV.
You've got a new series.
Well, you're part of the team. You're part of the family.
He's got a new series.
Yeah, Tui will not be helping in any portion of this when you hear what it is. It just would be completely inappropriate, probably pretty fucking weird. So we are going to start doing, by we again, I mean the royal we, me, going to start doing shower beer reviews. And it's pretty much what it sounds like. I will be, because let's admit it, dude, shower beers are the best thing in the world. Best thing in the world. There's a whole subreddit on shower beers.
Shower beers are sweet.
They are. I have a t-shirt that I got for Christmas from our brother Ed. There's a shower beer on it. It's a great shirt.
It's a good shirt.
It's a great shirt.
Shower beers are great.
Yeah. So what the idea is you take a bunch of different beers, and I'm being
all your secrets.
I guess you guys are gonna have to wait.
Here. This is what I do behind the scenes.
See,
I prevent him from
and bounce.
telling the world all his great ideas before they've come to fruition, and also tell him the dumb ones too, so they never do come to fruition.
Yep. Sometimes something
this was the former.
Through.
He went to go divulge all his information. Watch for the new shower beer reviews coming soon on HefTV. YouTube.com/HefTV. Do it, or I'm coming for you.
Ooh, man. Thank you. That was an awesome plug. Ooh, powerful too. You better do what he says, guys. The beard is all powerful, so you might want to
don't anger it.
No, don't piss it off. That's why I never grew one, and I went with a mustache because he was like, no.
Last person that angered this beard ran down to South Carolina in fear,
and then tried to grow a beard,
and then tried to grow one in retaliation and failed.
Mm-hmm. It's like somebody ripped out a Brillo pad and just kind of stuck it to his face.
You know who you are.
Oh, he's talking to you. So look for that. I'm going to be filming that today. So I should have that up by hopefully tonight, at the latest tomorrow evening. You guys have been loving on these news stories that I've been doing. I really appreciate. There's been a lot of feedback, especially on the GameStop one that I posted on Saturday on the channel. And I know it's not crazy original stuff and there's no mind-blowing content, but it is something to keep, people busy for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
5 minutes, a little something, a little quick, little neat story.
Maybe they hadn't heard before.
Yeah.
Yet or something, yeah.
And the GameStop one was great because I was excited because I posted on the video already, but Mike had sent it to me. And I had not heard about it because everybody was still, in fact, the next day, one of my favorite YouTubers, Mr. Matty Plays, on his podcast, had just with the whole subject matter was GameStop was going to still be open. Whereas I had just posted the video, the prior night that they weren't going to.
Yeah, what's the final verdict on that?
They're close. Yeah, they're only doing like.
Fuck, that's right.
Yeah.
So yeah, because I'm pissed about that because I was gifted for Christmas a hard copy pre-order of the Final Fantasy VII remake, which now I'm going to be asked out like a butt cheek for when it actually drops.
April 10th.
Unless this coronavirus shit clears up by then, but that's only 2 weeks.
That's
maybe
a couple
not
weeks,
even 2
yeah.
weeks. Like, 2 weeks from today.
Yeah.
Or 2 weeks from...
Say the 27th?
Well, the game's coming out on Tuesday, so probably like 2 weeks from from Tuesday.
Yeah. So it's coming. Yeah, it's almost here.
But, yeah. Regardless, I can't do math or calculate days.
Neither one of us can.
But it's coming out in
and
like
he went to college.
A couple weeks. Yeah, we'll not mention that college just so they don't get embarrassed. Like,
we won't tell them which one you went to.
Yeah, but
SUNY Albany.
But no, so that sucks. I could fucking care less what happens with GameStop for the most part, but that's the one reason I'm invested in the whole thing.
Yeah, me too.
I want my goddamn Final Fantasy. I'm sorry, I'm swearing so much.
Doesn't matter. That's the channel. Don't worry about it. We're good.
I want my Final Fantasy VII, man. I want that. That game was sweet. I played the demo. It was awesome. You know, I'm looking forward to playing it.
Although you are a little bummed out about the news that about Red 13.
Oh, yeah, that's stupid. Yeah, if you're listening, Final Fantasy VII worker-honors, get off your ass. That's unacceptable. I hear that Red 13 will not be a playable character. That is unacceptable.
He will be to a guest capacity, but you won't be able to
No. Unacceptable. That's not how it was even remotely in the original Final Fantasy VII. Get off your ass. I'm telling you now before the entirety of the internet community tells you what I'm telling you right now. And they will tell you this.
They will. The internet. You don't piss the internet off.
Yeah,
you don't piss angry gamers off. Like, that is the worst
fix
thing
that.
you can do.
Make him a playable character legit, and we're square. Get it?
Oh, that was clever. I like that.
But
I agree. Yeah, that is literally the only thing that I'm like, man, I hope GameStop opens back up after this whole thing, because just long enough for you to get your game, and then it's
on the Final Fantasy, a lot of people, it's episodic, it's stupid, blah blah blah, or it's gonna be changed, it's gonna be so different. I don't know if I like it. It's like I'm all 100% behind it. Anything they want to do, however many episodes they want to make, I'm behind it. It's unacceptable for them to make Red 13 a guest player capacity character. It's like, you've got to be freaking kidding me. He's like one of the coolest characters ever. Great storyline.
He did have a fantastic storyline.
Yeah, and it was like, you were. I mean, Cloud's reaction is like all of ours when he like speaks, and we're all like,
yeah,
what?
well, you can talk.
Oh shit, that thing talks, like, and then like joins the party, and like, let me find out what get to like play with that thing in my party.
And he had some cool limit breaks too.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. So they, oh god, yeah. Unless I'm. No, it's unacceptable. He's got to be. He's got to be a player. I was gonna say maybe like, if it's story related, like if he's off doing like some other thing, but no, that's bullshit.
Yeah, but even then, that would
like
be
in the original game. Like, it would be so different from the original game. So, calling bullshit artists on you.
Nice.
You guys fix that. And I'm sorry, that's my rant on that.
No, that was very good and well deserved. Yeah, and again, I feel bad because I do have friends that are GameStop managers.
Yeah.
They'll bounce back though. They'll find something. I'm more so worried about one particular one than the other one.
Yeah.
Because, the one that I'm talking, I don't want to blast put him on blast or anything like that, but the one, who I'm talking about.
Yeah, I think so.
He's been doing this for a very, very long time.
Yeah. A
very, very long time.
Well, you can only feel so bad, though. It's a dying industry.
That's true. Like, but to his credit, man, he believes in that company.
Yeah.
I don't know if he still does. I haven't spoken to him recently,
enough,
but I'm assuming that his loyalty still lays with the company until they...
And I like it, but, it's... Sometimes you just, like... Change sucks, but, like, sometimes you have to go with it. Like...
Yep.
I didn't like the whole, like, buying stuff online, buying games online.
Me either.
A physical copy of the game I buy, but you know what? After having bought quite a few now by this point, digitally, It's convenient. It's easy. I do miss not having the hard copy for a couple reasons. One, just to have it.
Physical copy, yeah.
When I spend money on something, I usually like to have some
a
sort
tangible,
of tangible result. But also, like, not to be, like, a fucking, like, you know, it's certainly not in these days, but, like, a doomsday kind of guy. But it's like, yeah, what if, like, the power grid goes out and, like, well, I mean, obviously, if I can't, you know, if
you can't play a game, you can't play a game, but at least you can see something that you can't play instead of looking at the Xbox and being like,
for example, these games, like, I know it's different for PlayStation than for Xbox for, like, but the PlayStation Plus, like, when you buy a game, like, you have it as long as you have
PlayStation Plus, right?
But, like, what if fucking PlayStation Plus goes down? Like, you know, what if the internet goes down? Like, okay, well, then I can't play fucking probably a lot of the games, even if you bought them physically, because a lot of them might be online play. But it's like, if you have a game that you know, downloaded in that fashion, and then I don't know. I just like a physical copy. I know I'm being like super paranoid talking.
No, I mean it's within the realm of. I mean, obviously, you know, especially like, with. I mean, who would have saw this coming? You know, a year ago.
Yeah, you never.
Like if you told me last March that
my specifically, and again, that would have been probably like all the power grids and shit or whatever, but. Like, whenever I think of some shit like that, I always think back to, like, Escape from L.A.
Oh, great movie, yeah.
End, spoiler alert, I'm telling the end of that movie. So,
if you haven't seen this movie by now, then
skip
after
ahead
this...
a minute or so, but...
Well, don't tell me to skip ahead.
You should have seen the movie. The statute of limitations on that movie is
long gone, yeah, I think you're good.
Shit, what were we talking about?
Escape from L.A.
Yeah,
and the power grid.
So at the end, like, you know, he's got basically this... I don't know, if I remember correctly, he's got, like, some, like, clicker button that basically controls some satellite up in space that, like, erases fucking, like, everything and, like, basically sets us back to, like...
Zero.
Back to, like, cavemen technologically and stuff, back to square one. That might even say, like, back to square one. That might even be said in the movie or something.
It sounds about right.
But, I always think of that, like, what if that happens? Like, what if they just, like, wipe shit? And it's like, okay, then, like, all that stuff's gone. Then what can you play? Like... You know, if you can get electricity going, you can play, like...
Because they do have generators.
TV. Right.
But again, you need that rely on fossil fuel.
Right. So you're talking minimal, so you're looking at, like, what you have for, you know, that's not either all digital or online play. So, you know...
Well, that would
obviously be... anything old school, like Super Nintendo, you know, regular Nintendo, Nintendo 64, anything like hard cartridges before the whole online shit. But those would be all right, and I don't know. How do we get talking about like dudes?
It's the great thing about these. Yeah, you just get off on. No, I agree. And you know, but then I was thinking about it, and I guess you could do like a solar panel hookup to your electric generator.
Yeah.
But again, then you got to figure how much juice are you going to get out of that when you're just, you know, gaming is like, you know, I know how you are with gaming. That's a 6-7 hour, you know, sometimes 8 hour a clip thing.
Yeah, easily. Which is any good gamer will tell you that's how you get good.
I've been slacking.
Yeah.
Although I'm on Doom Eternal.
That's true.
Which is an awesome game.
You still have Kieran.
I do still have Kieran in Monster Hunter. That's true. I've been slacking on Monster Hunter.
I'm fading from the video here. I don't want to...
You just start slowly drifting off
right into the background here.
It's like Homer Simpson and the shrubs. Yeah.
But yeah, so that's cool. As a matter of fact, speaking of the old school games, I just downloaded that one.
Dragon Sink. Yeah, that looks
Sinker.
It's Dragon Sinker.
Shameless plug. But no, that's pretty good.
Do you know what else a really good game is? Raid Shadow Legends.
Oh my god. Good god. Oh god.
Money.
He's never even played it before.
No, if you give me money, I'll stop talking about it. It's simple as that. If you want,
do you mention it often?
There was on yes.
That's funny.
And there was one when we first started doing it where it was like 20 minutes throughout the thing, and then we'd just space it out and like we'd go into conversation and everything. And everything
like, oh hey, you know what?
Dude,
by the way, Raid Shadow Legends.
And we went on to. I was like, you know what else is great? Yeti brand microphones. And Mike chimes in and he's like, Yeah, he's like, those are great. I love using those when I'm communicating with people playing Raid Shadow Legends. it was great. So yeah, Raid Shadow Legends. If you want us to shut up about it, give us money. It's that simple.
Yeah. The more money you give, the harder he'll shut up.
That's true. I'll shut up so good. So let's see. Oh, I was reading in a story. There was a guy in Mexico who he is, quarantined. So he lives across the street from like a little shop, like a mom and pop type store. A little shop of horrors. And so he didn't want to go out. So what he did was he wrote a note that said, "Dear shopkeeper, please sell my dog a bag of Cheetos. Here's $20. The orange, not the reds, because they're too hot. And just give it to her and send it back." So he sent the dog over. The shopkeeper did it. The dog came back with the Cheetos in its mouth, and it was great. It was the cutest little thing. I was like, "That's way." Yeah." And then he did it a couple more times too.
That son of a bitch!
I know.
Gave his dog the coronavirus.
That wasn't my takeaway from that. But
up, man.
Can animals get the coronavirus?
Where do you think it started, bro?
The lab. far underground.
Okay, Donald Trump.
Well, people were playing Raid Shadow Legends.
Started in China.
Everything starts in China.
They're just trying to take me out of office because they're mad that I won back in 2016. This is all this is. I won bigly, and now they're trying to take me out with this coronavirus.
It's coronavirus. I'm
Perfect
fine.
health.
I'm fine.
It's nothing.
I can't breathe. Is anybody else hot? Yeah, so I thought that was kind of a neat little story.
Yeah, that's funny as hell, actually.
There was another one that I was looking at. So that was the cute one. This is the karma one. We're staying with the theme. So the karmatic one is there is a 21-year-old in Tennessee who... After bragging on social media that she was just saying fuck social distancing and was just she got it.
Yeah.
And is now really sick and is like, "Oh, it's not funny, because it could affect." I'm like, "Yeah, well, you're a dumbass. That's just it's like Harvey Weinstein. It's like, you did something stupid, now this shit is coming back to get you. You're gonna brag and then just not care and hang." She's like, "Oh, I think I got it from one of my friends I was hanging out with." And I'm like, "Well, no shit. You're dumb. So, all right. Congratulations." So that's a karma one, which I thought that was pretty funny. And her name is Ireland. I don't know why I found that amusing, but her name is Ireland.
Why is my
name? That's the name of a state. Oh. Starting to go into like the critic's mom there. Ireland? Jay. Why do you bother me, Jay?
Oh, God.
Oh, man. That's a pretty good idea.
Nothing, Mr. W.
Stop calling me wee wee. Thank Mr. W. Great show. If you guys have never seen The Critic, that's something you should hunt down and look for. It's old school John Lovitz animation.
You won't regret it. I can say that much.
You might, but you probably
if you're
won't.
like super young, don't, because you probably won't get most of the references.
Yeah.
But if you're like 30 or so odd, around there, you probably find it amusing.
Yeah, it's good stuff. It was on ABC and Fox.
Yeah.
Back in the day. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Good stuff, yeah. Are there any... I know we're gonna watch Mandy on Sunday.
Yep.
Are there any other movies you can think of that you're excited to see or have any interest in seeing?
No. Some of the ones probably that I still have on the list that you've never seen. Let's pull that up as a matter of fact.
Oh, come on. Do we have time for that?
Let's pull this up. These, mind you, YouTubeverse, these are only the movies that I have written down that I know he hasn't seen. There are, I'm sure, plenty others that I haven't written down yet, but let's just take a... Oh, here we go.
This is sad.
A Perfect Mind. Hefty has not seen the following movies.
Yep.
I have Get Shorty on here, but didn't we watch that?
I feel we watched Get Shorty.
Didn't you?
That was the one. That was the one where they was writing the script, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched that with you.
John Travolta.
Yeah. He's the mob guy, but he wants to get out of it and stuff. And Danny
okay.
DeVito's in it. Yeah, we watched that.
Okay.
Yeah, that
So
was good.
I'll take that.
And it ends with
Yeah.
I can tell you how it ends, but just in case again. Well, again, no, hell, that statute of limitations out on that too.
Okay, fair enough.
All right.
So there's one off the list. Rocky.
Any of the Rockies, Rockies and Rambos,
Rockies.
Die Hards. Haven't seen any of those.
The next one,
Yep.
right? Rocky and then Rambo. The Legend of Bagger Vance.
Have not seen that.
Conan the Barbarian.
Have not. Yeah, shame on me for that
Christ,
one. Yeah,
people.
I know. Yeah.
So that's my list, and that's
And that's
the only things
nothing.
I
That's
have
like the
written
tip
down
of the
as a
iceberg.
fraction
I mean, I could like throw
of,
out.
like the classic movies that you should have. Though I will say I have mine. I've never seen Citizen Kane. I've never
Neither have I.
seen Casablanca.
Neither have I.
I've never seen. One was actually the only two I could think of right off the top of my head, but I'm sure there's probably a couple more. Yeah, I've never seen some. But I mean, you're just
Yeah, I have a lot of.
Yeah, that's
a
bad,
lot that
man.
I haven't seen. Well, I mean, growing up, and my wheelhouse has just been pretty much horror. I mean, I do enjoy other movies, but it's not kind of a Die Hard. Oh, that's probably pretty close. Die Hard harder fan. Hoarder.
We're not even gonna get that in post.
No, I gotta leave it in and wear my shame. It's sad I have to do that almost every podcast now.
Shame.
Yeah.
Shame.
Oh,
Shame.
it's the way it goes. This is life, guys. This is the way it is, like all the time.
But yeah,
Oh,
so
mask
other than
filter.
that, I know we had Mandy, and I feel like there was.
Because we watched Us.
Yeah. I feel like there was something else we were trying to watch.
There probably was.
I gotta start writing these down too. I
I
really
know.
gotta start making physical lists of all this stuff.
I know.
But
Yeah, there's a lot of movies out there. I mean, we could, we always check the site and stuff and see,
well, that's the great thing about this time right now is like, well, for some people, myself included, is like my buddy our buddy Pew said, it's like we were born for this kind of situation. Like, video games, movies, comic books, like that's what we're doing right now. Like,
Yep.
Digital, comic books or anything like that, but like video games, movies, yeah. Social distancing, what's that? Oh, normal life.
Yeah, normal life, yeah.
Okay,
I
no
think
problem.
T put it the best on that
Oh,
Facebook
yeah,
post.
that
Our brother
was funny,
T-Bone
yeah.
was like, when this all started, he was like, social distancing. Shit, I've been practicing that for years. And I was like, yeah, if there's anybody I know that I could 100% say that is applicable to, that would
But
absolutely
it's
be
like,
too.
it's like when people are like, oh, like I have some people at work, and they're like, oh, well, it's so nice to see. We have, meetings with this Zoom app and stuff, and oh, it's so nice to see people and everything. And well, it is. It's nice to see these people because they're nice people and everything. I actually like the people I work with.
Feels good, doesn't it?
Yeah. And that's certainly an important aspect of a job. But and then they're talking, oh, maybe we should have like a happy hour Zoom, and that's well and all good and everything. But I'm like, I don't even need that. Like, whether I participate in it or not, it's not like I'm like, oh, like what a great idea. I'm like starving for social interaction. I'm like, I got a couple of video games I got downloaded, and I again, my motorcycle battery's charging. Go for a ride. I'm like, I'm good. Like, I don't. People are like, oh, I'm dying being cooped up inside all day. I'm like,
You kidding me? I'm loving this shit.
I'm loving it.
I'm like, I really wish that, that I could do what I do from home, or somehow I could remotely.
yeah.
But I wouldn't want anybody knowing where I live.
I only wish that it was like this had happened like, I don't know, like a month ago or two.
Like during the winter. Yeah,
when
where
it
just
sucked.
nobody would go
Like,
out.
when it was freezing cold all the time and snowing all the time. Shut up inside all day. Okay. I don't have to, go outside. And,
Oh, hell yeah. That sounds nice. And it was cold. We didn't get a whole hell of a lot of snow.
Yeah.
We did get some.
Yeah. It wasn't a terrible winter.
No, it really wasn't. But
We had
you're
some
right. I
patches
think
of
that would
really
have been
cold, some patches of a lot of snow, but overall it was pretty. I think it was pretty decent the winter.
I do too. I do too. It was definitely not
But
the
yeah,
worst
it's
we've
like we're
had.
starting to get into really nice weather, and people are all like, that's why, I'm like, I even said to everyone in that little chat we have, and I said, I said, yo, if you're able to get outside and go for a walk around your block or something, just for like a quick 5-10 minute break or something, just to get outside and get, untethered and enjoy this nice weather that's been coming in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man,
and that's good too, because I'm sure there's a lot of people that are going nuts with their gyms closed.
Yeah,
they can't get, they're Well,
that's the thing. Eddie was saying he went over the weekend because his gym just closed recently, so he was trying to get like some barbells or something, or some dumbbells to just do some
lifting at home or stuff. Yeah,
lifting and working out at home. He's like, I think he went to like Dick's and one other like sporting good place and some other place, I can't even remember what it was called, but like he was like, they had nothing. He was like, yeah, the guy kind of laughed at him. He's like, yeah, we usually have like about 10 of everything. He's like, but we have nothing right now because everybody had the same idea. Closing, like, I'm gonna go buy dumbbells and shit, and which is funny because it's certain things you don't think about, like. Everyone's like, oh, toilet paper and fucking meat
hand
and chicken
sanitizer,
and hand
meat
sanitizer.
And chicken, yeah.
But then some people are like, oh, like, I need weights. Some other people are like, I need freezers. Like, so it was like, I gotta get a freezer, but I was trying to get a freezer, but there's
no
available.
freezers. Yeah, Lowe's is like wiped. Yeah,
selling out of freezers and shit. And it's funny the things.
That's why I'm glad we got ours.
Yeah. But it's crazy the things that. You take for granted, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, how do I get access to this? Like, whether it's, meat. Like, usually it's like, I need meat. I go to the store, but now it's like, shit.
Where am I going to go to?
Some kind of small market like that sells meat, and because none of the major chains are carrying it. Like, you just can't find. I don't even know.
And the price is going up on everything too.
I'm sure. I haven't checked in like probably since like last week, but. I imagine the shelves are still bare in the meat departments and stuff, and it's like, Jesus Christ, how, like...
There was one of the ones around here. Was there like a BJ's around here or some shit? It's like a Costco. It's like one of those.
It is, but I don't think...
They were out of meat.
Okay.
It was ordered from a customer yesterday. I worked yesterday.
I know there's...
yesterday.
What's that? No, that's... What am I thinking of? There's that place down in Latham.
Yeah, right? I think that's... Is it BJ's?
No. Is it Costco?
Is it Costco? I don't know. It's one of those type of dealies, though. That's not Walmart.
I think it's Costco.
Because I know it's not Bilo. That's down south, right?
Yeah.
I want to say it started with a B, so I want to say it's BJ's, or just...
Oh, maybe it is BJ's.
It might be. But we're going to go with BJ's. It's BJ's. Yeah. But they were out of meat. And that's like a freaking warehouse place.
Well, I mean, that's...
Restaurant Depot?
That's not as crazy to me as, like, these places like Price Chopper and Hannaford. And, like, especially because, like, having used to work in the meat department at Hannaford, I know for a matter of fact that we used to make burger with trim. And unless, I mean, maybe it's not all just the tube meat. So unless something has changed, like, why aren't they able to put out trim? They're getting in steaks. They can still...
Or maybe they are. They're just going through it quicker than they can replenish it. I mean, that's a whole thing.
Yeah, you're right.
The whole supply chain is like... And I feel Sam works in a warehouse.
Yeah.
For... Cisco. So he works in a Cisco warehouse. And I can't imagine how that... I texted him the other day to tell him that Stuart Gordon had died. I didn't hear back from him until, like, the next day, and it was, like, a one-word answer. And I was like... Homeboy's just probably just busy as shit, you know? It's crazy. I want to actually talk to Ed and see how on his end things are going. Because he works logistics for a trucking company. So it'd be interesting to see.
That's like point. I haven't asked him that.
Yeah, our I just said, our youngest brother works for he does logistics for a trucking company down in South Kakalaki. So yeah, I'm very interested to ask him about that. I'm a little disappointed because it's not the first time I've thought of this. I really should just ask him what it's like, or if there is any difference.
Yeah,
I would assume there is.
He doesn't mention anything, but you know, that's maybe he'd be like, "Oh, you didn't ask."
Yeah,
like,
maybe he just doesn't want to talk shop.
It could be. Yeah, I didn't think to ask him that though, whether it's booming or declined because of everything that's going on. But I know, like, Amazon just hired. Or maybe this is old news, but they just hired like a shit ton of people for their like 100,000 people.
Yeah, I read about that. Yeah. Yep.
Just for like to help getting these orders filled and shipped out and stuff. It's everyone's ordering online now, and it's like,
or curbside.
Yeah, man, it's crazy.
But you still got people going out. You still got people coming in, and they're coming in like we had, like, because we're putting a 10-person limit in the store at all times on people. We had damn close to it yesterday. Yeah. Like a couple times, I'm like, well, I'm the biggest one here, so I guess if anybody has to go, like, keep people out, it would be me. And then, you know, just make sure nobody comes in at the door. Then when somebody leaves, let like that many people back in and shit.
Fantastic way for you guys to grow your business. If people saw that,
they'd shit.
They would be like, "What? There's like a line. Like I gotta go stand in that line."
Yeah, I don't know why, but I have to go stand in that.
Something good.
It's exclusivity. It's the exclusivity.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I bet money they wouldn't even have to know that it was just a 10-person limit. They'd just be like, "What the fuck? There's a line out there." Like,
why?
I have to go be in that line right now.
But and again, yeah, that's true. Although that would be probably more dangerous for me, depending on how many people got together. You know what I mean? Because then you got them all in a herd, and it's like, nah.
That's true. Then you just call me.
Let's call you. Yeah, that's true. Guys, chill out for 20 minutes till you'll be here.
Start headbutting motherfuckers.
That's what you're gonna do. You just start headbutting people.
20 minutes.
People.
Nice. Down there in 10.
Cool. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, fair enough. I'll bring it up to him, but that's greasy. That's greasy though. I'm keeping that in too.
All's fair in love and war, baby.
That's true. That's true. As long as, because that's not like ridiculous. That's not taking advantage of a situation completely.
No. As a matter of fact, you're doing the exact opposite.
Yeah, I'm helping.
Into it.
Yeah, I'm helping.
You all have bad people together? Fine. 8 motherfuckers are allowed in this store at one time.
Yep.
If there's more than that, there's a line. And if there's a line, people have to be in it.
I'm going to have to look into this. Oh, at a meat shop. Oh, absolutely.
They'd see a line and they'd be like, they must have like meat or something. You know, like it would fucking attract so much business, I'm telling you.
Yeah, that's actually not a bad idea. But are there enough like people out and about to really like see that line? You think so? Because Stuyvesant Plaza has been a kind of a ghost town lately. Anybody that's pulling up, I think it's like us, CVS, and like I think Brugger's.
There's a lot of like restaurants and shit in there that are closed.
Yeah,
I've probably like.
Oh yeah,
you know,
most of the plaza's closed.
Yeah, so that explains that. I mean, my boss was just saying today.
If you guys can't figure out where I work now, then.
My boss was saying in our meeting this morning, there's an executive in the executive part we work in, because she was just down recently to get some stuff or whatever, and she said there's a lot of cars and quite a few of the buildings, like parking lots. Yeah, a lot of cars at 11, which is where our one friend works, and then.
Oh, Squish?
No.
At 11?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
I couldn't remember how much information I said, so I didn't want to say.
No, that's fair. No, that's fine. That's fine. That's why I muted the microphone. I was like, well, we won't dox anybody.
Yeah.
We'll do our best not to put our people on blast.
Yeah, but that's where he works. She's like, yeah, there's some people in our building, and some blah 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 blah. She's like, I know a couple of the buildings are like medical facility. They're like, you know what I mean, like rehab.
Right.
Facilities. But yeah.
Wow.
There's a lot of people out, and you know. Gone up to like A+ and stuff. I've seen.
Yeah, there are people up there.
There's people out and about for sure. When I went to Walmart yesterday.
Well, that's true. Well, I'll definitely bring that up, because that's not a bad idea.
Yeah, like
but the funny thing is kind of sticking to that. I know I was telling you about it yesterday. So now there's like tape.
Yeah.
At the registers and the counter and everything to keep everybody back. Like very.
No one's listening to it.
No, people are, but there's a lot of people that are just like get right up there, and I'm like,
get right up in the.
And here's a story I totally forgot to. Yeah, exactly. And I'm like, yo, you mind backing up a little bit, you know? And I'm not like, you know me, dude. I've had somewhat of a cavalier attitude from the get-go on this, and still to some extent do.
Yeah.
Realizing that it's a little more serious than I had initially anticipated, but that's kind of the nature of the beast when you're dealing with a pandemic. No.
Yeah, right.
But so, there was a couple that came in yesterday, and again, I apologize for reiterating this, but I meant to put it on the video last night for anybody that's still here.
You better be.
I got scared from that. That was effective. That was man. Maybe we should have you on more videos.
Can I turn this? Is this gonna?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna spin it just a little so I stay. Wait, about that much.
Yeah, that's fine.
There we go. Maybe a little titch more. Hold on. Sorry, everyone. There we go. Now I'm not, like, floating off screen.
But I get a couple. Oh, God, I've got... A couple comes in yesterday, and they're like, you know, it's an older couple, and they're like, oh, you know, glad you guys are up, and guy goes to me, he goes, don't tell anybody, but we drove up from the city on Monday.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I immediately am just like, dude, get the fuck away from me. Like, bro. And I immediately wanted to just yell out what he said to me and put him on blast in front of the whole store.
Well, you know, it's funny that you say that, because it reminds me, again, an apology, like, not trying to, like, bring it back to me or
No.
or anything, but in my meeting this morning, my boss was saying my boss, I think someone was from our office was saying, they're like, yeah, did you hear that there was a case, an outbreak in building 11, which is where our buddy works.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, oh my gosh, no, I hadn't heard that. And which was super funny, because I heard from my buddy that works in that building. He goes, yeah, I heard you guys had a janitor that had the coronavirus in your building. And I said, well, if they did, they never said nothing about it. But it's just funny, like, it's just like the monsters on Maple Street. I heard they have it. They have it.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
very nice reference.
It's like,
oh man, you get some gold star for
something
that
on
one.
Maple Street.
Yeah, no, the monsters are due on Maple Street.
Yeah,
The monsters are due on Maple Street. Yeah.
You know, it's like they're just they'll fight amongst themselves and do the work
all you
for
gotta do
us.
is flicker the power. Yeah, that was a great.
But it's
great
like it's crazy because like you have this everyone in the same executive power, and I didn't say anything about that in my chat. I didn't want people fucking bugging, thinking like, oh my god, I
you don't want to add to that. Yeah,
and like
exposed.
And you know, Pew was he was saying that he like had felt sick and stuff and thought he might had it. And I was like, when people were like, how's everyone doing? Like, how's, you know, you don't know anyone that has it or anything, do you? And this was in, like, the work meeting. And I'm like, nope. I don't want to say this because they know I see him for, like, lunch sometimes and stuff. And so I'm like, no, I didn't even say any. I didn't
Smart.
say it. Because I haven't seen him in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
There's no
No, there's no way.
I
You can go ahead and curse. It's okay.
I know. I'm just trying to.
Right,
I'm trying to curb it.
Yeah,
when
whatever
I can.
you'd like.
Just because I'd like to actually normally anyway.
Nah,
I
fuck it.
hate that I swear so much, but yeah. But yeah, like I said, it was just crazy. Like, oh, you know, I heard they have it in buildings in, you know.
Well, I heard you had a janitor.
Building 11. No, I heard they had it in building 22. Oh, it's you.
Yeah, start throwing rocks.
It's like, yeah.
The torches
like,
come out and
Jesus,
pitchforks.
man,
It doesn't take long, man, for people to go nuts, bro. All you gotta do is just, it's that one thing, man. Just light that. That's that one spark, bro. Yeah. One just ill-uttered phrase, and you can set a forest fire.
Yeah.
You know, with the paranoia and the panic. You know, and it's.
But it did. It was just. I mean, it was just so funny because it was yesterday that he was saying. He's like, yeah. When I talked to him, and he was like, yeah. Did you guys know you had a janitor in your building that had? I was like, no, I had no idea. And then today, someone saying, oh yeah, I heard they had it in building 11, which is his building. So like yesterday he's saying we had it in my building, today someone's saying they had it in his building. Whether or not either is true is up for debate.
See, but it doesn't matter.
But it doesn't matter.
Whether it's true or not. People don't care. People are ready to
22. Oh my gosh, really? Whoa.
Yep.
That's why I didn't even say, oh, well, that's so funny because someone that worked in that building told me we had a janitor that had it. And it's like everyone's pointing fingers and wants to point the blame, and it's always the blame game now.
Yeah.
Like, hey man, let's just
ride this out and just get it over with. Like, who cares? People are gonna get it. Like, you know.
Fucking, yeah. It started somewhere, but that's not really the point. As far as like it might be, as far as finding like a cure or a vaccine or something, but like as far as like figuring out where it started, that doesn't really fucking matter in the grand scheme of things. It's like, how can we fix it? How can we get through this and as quickly and efficiently as possible with minimalizing, you know, deaths or whatever, and just get through it. But yeah, like you said, you know, all it takes is that one little spark, and people just lose
they go nuts. They absolutely do, and they'll believe they'll believe their friends before they'll believe facts.
Yeah,
you know,
that's a whole nother conversation. And I know you hate that, but
I know that's why you did it.
Yeah.
I saw you paused. You had the opportunity, and you went with it. I know. It was subtle, but I appreciate the burn. I like that.
That's a whole nother. And I've seen that. And was it on Star Trek? Something I was watching. That exact particular phrase was said and written out in the subtitles and I was like, oh, that's cool.
Really?
Yeah. And I was like, okay, so like it's like, and I get it, it's stupid, but anyways, I don't even remember where I was going with that point, but yeah, that was funny. You caught me on it.
Yeah, I caught you on it. That was good. That was pretty good.
Oh God. Oh yeah. What the fuck were we saying? Shit. It's a whole nother something. We were just talking.
We were talking about the friends. They'll believe their friends over facts.
Oh yeah. But then that's a whole nother discussion, because that's just a level of stupidity unto itself when you can't like listen to facts and discern true facts.
Yes,
from
like
bullshit.
Yeah, the hefty
or
facts.
What's from like just word of mouth, spreading from word of mouth, or like anything that I would like to, let's say, like peer reviewed, like you know. It's like, okay, if some fucking blogger on some unknown site is saying some shit and you're just spewing that back.
Yeah, you're just
everyone
regurgitating
as fact. It's like, no, probably shouldn't do that. I apologize.
No, don't worry about it. You're an important guy.
It's just a text. It's not an email or anything.
That's Raid Shadow Legends.
It's Raid. That's right. It's my Raid Shadow Legends alarm.
Which is now easier to go from PC to your mobile phone.
Oh man, just give us that money and we'll shut up about it.
Yep.
You know,
all it takes.
It's that easy.
It's that easy.
But yeah. People are dumb, man.
Yeah.
Well, generally, and especially
uninformed and ill-informed people are dumb.
Yeah. It's flowing through my Jankos into my blood.
You do have a sweet pair of Jankos, bro. That's nice.
Thanks again, Bone.
Mm-hmm. That is very nice. Yeah, that's crazy, man. A lot of interesting times we're living in.
Yes.
A lot of more interesting times to come.
Curious.
Yeah,
Very
curiouser
curious.
and curiouser.
Yes. To see how this all plays out.
Yeah, and it's gonna be a while too.
Yeah.
Because this is not going away anytime soon.
No, sir.
But on the plus side, if there is a plus side, gives us a lot of stuff to talk about.
Yeah, for sure. There's no shortage of content to be discussed.
No, and there's no avoiding it. There's like no,
Yeah.
before it was easy to kind of like separate and just be like, okay, I'm tired of hearing about this.
I'm
There's
just
other
going
stuff,
back to
and
work
now
and
it's
not even gonna listen to it.
Yep, and now
like,
it's just
I'm working from home because
everywhere.
it's just everywhere.
Yep, there's nothing you can really do about it.
Yeah.
But again, everybody's just got to do their diligent,
That's it.
practice normal hygiene habits. Which, come on, really?
Yeah.
Don't lick toilet seats. Don't fucking lick bars of deodorant in Walmart, because you go in jail. You go to jail.
Basic standard.
Yeah, basic standard.
Human being type shit.
Don't cough on food.
Yeah. Don't be an asshole.
Don't be an asshole. Yeah.
But
Don't brag about you don't care about it, and then turn around and go and
that's
get
what
it.
I was doing. That's what I've been doing, and then I got that cold the other day, and I was like, oh shit, let me find out.
Yeah, right.
But it was just a cold or whatever. But yeah, it was just funny because I was like, here I was being like boasting at work, like just blatantly boasting and like
just tempting fate.
It's
Yeah.
worse, like inviting fate, just begging
like nipple
fate to fuck with
flicking.
me. Yeah,
Fate.
like hey fate, hey fate, I'm fucking with you, and but yeah, I don't give a shit about this or if I get about this and then I started getting like my cold symptoms. It's like, oh fuck,
Because that would mean I have it.
Yeah, well, I mean, again, it wasn't more so that I had. I wasn't worried about that. I was just giving it to like
Ma or something. Yeah.
Anybody else, it was like, oh, no, I can't be doing that. But,
Nope.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's unfortunate, but it is the way of life. It is, in fact, the new norm.
Normal.
Oh man, I really don't like that.
The term dope coin over here. We're gonna leave that one in too, so I can
Yes.
have my own shame.
Shame. Shame. Oh, this feels good.
It's the first time he's ever been able
It
to
is.
do
That's
that,
very
so.
true. And we have it on camera, which is
Yeah.
even more wonderful.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, it is not unfortunate. It's sweet.
But, yes, so.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Well, too, I think we're going to pretty
I
much
think
wrap
that
this up,
wraps
bro.
it. I got to sign back into work.
Yeah, I really
anyway,
appreciate
but-
this, man. Thank you.
Yeah,
This
man,
has
this
been
is
awesome.
a lot of fun again, and informative because I learned that I was on more than I thought. I thought I was only on one other time.
Yeah, dude, and
It turns out
I'm
to
looking
maybe a
forward.
couple.
And I'm assuming you are not averse to being on future videos,
No, definitely
being
not.
on,
Yeah,
on more on,
it's
and,
my
and
capacity to be able to do so. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
cool. And maybe we'll get another one of these in next week or something, or maybe we can't
Yeah,
get
if
one
we
with
should
you
still
and
going
me,
on or whatever.
and we'll use Zoom, and we'll get like Bordeaux and the gang in on it because that's something I've been looking into as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, but at any rate, dude, thank you so much, brother.
Air bump. We gotta be respectful on the. Perfect health.
I'm fine.
So good.
Guys, yeah, but so too. Any last words for everybody?
Yeah, make sure you check out Hefty's new segments of shower beer reviews on youtube.com/HefTV. I'm gonna come beat your ass.
He will. He knows where you live.
All of you.
All he is. So, guys, with that in mind, on behalf of Tui and I and everybody at HefTV, thank you guys for watching. We love you guys. Thank you for the support. And remember, when this is all over, go out there and do good things because no one else is going to. If everybody did one good thing for somebody else each day, this world would not be such a bad place. Stay safe. Wash your hands. You know, I don't know what he's doing, but he's doing stuff, I guess.
Smush.
Yeah, Leatherface. I'm gonna get Jason. Hold on.
Smush.
Wait, I can't.
Smush.
Man, it's not working. My fingers suck.
That's like one of those claw machine grab thingies. I almost got the doof.
No,
Almost got the doof. Smush.